Citizen Talks is a podcast series brought to you by TRT World Citizen, featuring discussions with humanitarians and activists, artists, and changemakers, exploring the global humanitarian issues that shape our society and the world at large.
Hello, this is Citizen Talks, and I'm Hatice Nur Keskin. Today we have with us Aikokul. Having graduated from Gazi University in 2016, Aikokul has led many community projects where she aims to empower young individuals through these projects. Her main area of interest is mainly based around sustainability due to the scarcity of water she experienced growing up in her village. Thank you, Aikokul, for being with us here today and answering our questions. It's an honor and a privilege to have you with us. So first of all, what is the inspiration behind your passion?
Thank you so much for giving some introduction about myself. Basically, I'm seeing inspiration from everywhere. So, for example, when I'm drinking coffee, when I'm drinking water, or when I'm having good food, or when I'm freely meeting my friends or relatives, wherever I want, these kind of things are inspiring me. And I would like to everyone across the globe living the same joy, having the right of expressing themselves, and it should be free.
So equal opportunity.
Equal
to us all.
opportunities.
Yeah. Do you think individual power is enough to fight against the global climate crisis?
Definitely. We should start from ourselves because if we are not taking steps towards this, we cannot achieve anything. If we are just talking about it everywhere, yes, of course, this is also helpful for raising an awareness, but in order to make it happen, we need to act, and it should be as fast as possible.
As fast as possible. Why do you think what do you think of youth potential? Do you think that enough is being done for them to reveal their potential?
Well, for this question, I would say that never enough, I would say, because we have a lot of people across the world and generations are different. And every decade we have different generations with different habits, and we need to kind of adapt something in order to approach them, to make the message clear to them, to deliver this to deliver proper message to them. We need to change our approach, and we need to make them involved to these issues.
Okay, that's important points that you highlighted there. What is the most crucial step that must be taken to fight water scarcity? What do you think is the most essential thing that we need to do right now to fight against water scarcity?
The most crucial action that we should all take is first, I will say, conscious. We need to change our lifestyle, maybe some sort of habits. I think
Can you
consciousness.
specify the habits and lifestyle?
Sure, of course. So just in our daily life, for example, whenever we are taking shower, or whenever we are, cleaning something, we need to make sure, or even when we are brushing our teeth. I'm sorry for that.
No problem.
Yeah. So even this will helpful. Little by little, we will get there.
Yes, definitely. So switching off, like closing the tap when we're brushing our teeth,
Exactly.
or having showers for a small period
That's
of
to
time.
the point.
Yes, exactly. You have given talks on many important issues throughout your career and your journey. What is your general message in all of them? Do you have a specific message that you give out during those speeches, or is it just different messages?
It depends on the topic that I am presenting usually, because I'm passionate about different sustainable development goals, including women empowerment, including biodiversity conservation and climate change, water management, youth education, and etc. So it really depends on what is my topic. But the main general message, I would say that we need to act now. Today is all we get.
Yes.
For example, let's say the past is good for reflection, but we cannot be good enough yesterday.
Yes.
And tomorrow, I mean, the future is good for our vision, right?
Yes.
But we cannot be good tomorrow. So today is all we get. So we need to do everything today, not delaying to tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, now.
Yes, that's definitely. There's also an important thing. Yesterday was history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. That is why it's called the present.
Present.
Yes,
Exactly.
that's a wonderful. It kind of sums up your message as well. What would you recommend the youth of the future? What would you recommend to them in terms of sustainability, female empowerment, like you said? What would you recommend to them?
Specifically to youth, I think it will be the same what I have delivered yesterday during my speech. So it was mainly about getting involved as early as possible. For example, you can join to some sort of organizations, or you can support, social entrepreneurs. Just to be so curious about what is happening outside of the home, outside of the high school that we are studying, outside of the university that we are attending. So just think globally and act locally.
Yes, that's a lovely message as well. Do you believe that the issue of water scarcity in your country will get better? And what are the steps that must be taken to make sure it does get better?
That's a very good question, but at the same time, it's a very complex question because water resources are limited and we all know about it. However, it will involve some engagements from governments as well. So we need to cooperate with the officials, with the government officers in order to make it to implement some policies, to collaborate with other countries, because I'm not sure if you have been to Central Asia, but these countries, since after collapse of the Soviet Union, there were some border issues, border conflicts, which the main cause was because of the water. So this is a very pain point of those states, and I'm hoping for better, definitely.
So
Because
peace in the region would mean better for solving the issues around water scarcity.
exactly. And another thing I would like to add is that glaciers. Since I'm coming from very mountainous country, my country is consisting 90% of mountains, and we used to have like enormous amount of glaciers, but now, unfortunately, because of the global warming, it's melting, and we are having less and less every year, which will be, of course, will be one of the biggest threat in the future for our next generation.
So that's important as well. Yes, that's very important to send out the message, the warning. How has your education contributed to your role as an activist? Because you do define yourself as an activist. And how has that? Have you allowed your education, or have you chosen the path, your education path, to be in parallel with your activism, or have you intertwined your education towards your activism?
I would say partially yes, because my master's degree was in health economics, and my thesis was in green economy, where I was studying 20 G20 countries, like how green they are. Besides the usual GDP that we all know, there is a green GDP as well. So it consists all of the companies, all of the activities that is being taken care in specific country for being more eco-friendly. So this was my research area. Of course, during my master's degree, I have taken some classes or specific subjects that is relevant to my passions and that is relevant to my projects as well. So I would say partially yes.
Yes. Has your perspective and eagerness on your mission to fight against resource exploitation changed, transformed as you became more interrelated to the issues you are surrounded with?
I would say totally yes, because previously I was mainly focusing on the region that I was living. But then, when I was doing some projects, some international activities by attending to the summits and forums and giving some speech, it definitely changed my mindset, because I was very inspired. I was very feeling empathy to my peers who are coming from different countries, for example, from the Asia Pacific, from Latin America. And during these talks, it's such a huge experience. We cannot just express what is happening during this official side. Of course, our speech is getting more official, but outside of the official, in the workshops, when you are getting to know each other, you will feel their pain points more, I would say.
So did you realize that it was that the issues that you felt that were at a regional level are actually in fact global? Was it very similar? So when you met all those people from different countries, you realized that your mission was just as global when you were younger?
Exactly. And I was so happy to know how innovative projects that they are implementing in their countries, which can be used for us as a best case, or just a knowledge sharing. Right?
That's very important, yes. Do you have a final word for the youth of the future?
Specifically for youth, I would like to say that they need to acknowledge themselves, choose one of the sustainable development goals, and getting involved to this and commit to this. Basically, it's just acting now, taking the actions urgently, because our youth are the one who will be exposed to the things that is happening in the world right now, and to the general audition. My message will be is that even though we are coming from different countries, even though we are speaking different languages, we should be speaking only one single language, that is peace and prosperity.
Thank you very much for being with us, Miss Aikokul. We wish you all the best for the future. Thank you for being with us.